Last episode we installed a platform rack to the top of the new Gullwing door drawbar box on the camper. This episode I've got all of the fittings to strap everything down. Stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Daryl and welcome to this episode of our off-road camper. Now, last episode you would have seen that we've cut down our roller Titan platform rack and we've installed that to the top of our new Gullwing door drawbar box. Now this episode I've gone out and I've got all of the fittings that I think we'll need for the items that we'll carry on this rack, and there's only 3 of them at this point of time. The only thing I can think that we may use is a small shovel, and I couldn't decide what shovel or fittings that I wanted, so I've just left it off. The first item is our ARB Stormproof bag. Now in this ARB Stormproof bag I carry both chairs that we take with us, and I take all the pegs and the like for the Dutch A270 awning in this. The reason I do that is they're the first things we want when we pull up, and they're the last things that we pack up when we're packing down. And it really comes in handy if it's raining. I can quickly spread open the awning when we get somewhere if it's raining, and I've got direct access to the pegs and everything. Conversely, when we're packing down, and it has happened once when it was raining, you can quickly fold up the awning, get the peg bag and everything, just throw it in here and strap this down to the front of the camper. The fact that it's wet or the like doesn't really matter. I don't want anything wet in on our bedding, and conversely I don't want it inside the vehicle either. So it works well for us. So that's our Stormproof bag. It's bulky and it's fairly light stuff. Now the other item that I will put on here, and I'm not sure if it's going to stay there, is our 4 kilogram gas bottle. All we use that for is our Weber BBQ. I was originally going to mount it on the front of the box on a bespoke carrier. However, when I saw that I could get a carrier to mount to this rack, I thought why not, because I don't have to drill any holes, and I really don't want to drill too many holes in this box. The Weber BBQ will also be around here somewhere when we're cooking with it. So having it here means that it falls to hand really easy, so that works out well. The other item is our MaxTrax. I don't really know if they're going to live there full time, but I've bought some mounts for that. They're a Pro Rack mount. They're made by Yakima. I think they're made for Super Cheap Auto under license. So I've fitted them here. I don't know whether I'll move the gas bottle to the original mounting place and mount these flat on here or not, but let's try it and see. And the beauty is with these platform racks is that if I do decide it's not for me, there are no holes to try and fill in. It's just unbolting everything and bolting it back up somewhere else. So yeah, works really well. It's just the initial buy-in cost. Now when you're buying accessories for these things, the manufacturers really want you to stay within their range. So if you buy, in our instance, a roller rack, they want you to stay within the roller accessories. And we have bought a few of those. I've bought some eye bolts. I've bought 4 of those. That's what we'll use to hold the bag down. I have bought some roller ratchet tie downs that go into the eye bolts. These look really good. I thought I'd give them a go because they do have this ratchet handle on, and that'd work quite well there. I have tried a couple of different sets of tie downs, and these look like they could be good, so I thought why not give them a go. The issue I can see is that they have a hook affair here, and I did notice on the front runner versions they have like a carabiner that just clips in and hooks over it and can't come off, whereas these ones you'll hook in, and if you don't have tension on they will come out. That's the only downside I can see from them, but looks good quality gear anyway. Now I've also bought the roller up to 4 kilogram gas bottle holder. That's a flat plate, mounts on the tracks, and it's got a strap that goes over the gas bottle in question. And again, it's got this ratchet handle which looks quite good, so we'll see how that goes. Now the only non-roller item that I've bought were these mounts from my MaxTrax. I figured I'd be able to use them because they look a fairly simple method of fixing. They're all the same. What I didn't count on was that the cheeky buggers on the Yakima versions or Pro Rack versions made that sliding piece that goes into these channels ever so slightly thicker. The easiest way to get around that is roller cell, or in my instance roller cell these T-bolts separately, so you can just buy a pack of those and use those instead of the fittings that come with these. But that's worked out quite well. These things slide into a channel that goes around the outside frame. You could mount lights or whatever there, and people do. However, in this instance, we've just mounted that, and it's very solid, so works out well. And that's about it. All in all though, there was 300 bucks worth of fittings. So the racks cost 400, 300 in fittings. So we're up for $700 for a rack. So at this point, let's get all the stuff fitted. We'll mount it all up and have a look at it. I reckon it'll look pretty good. Now these traction boards are a tread 4x4 design, and the original mounts that I had for them are these, and I initially looked at them and thought, oh, that's a good solid mount, which they seem to be. You mount that to a surface, the traction boards slip onto these, and those handles push on and you can lock them, and they've got a piece that you squeeze, a quick release that comes off. Really simple design. I thought they'd work really well. However, I've been plagued with them falling apart, and I've been putting them, back together when they do fall apart, and they seem to hold together okay. The other issue I've got is when you remove them, it would be quite easy to lose that. So that's the reason I'm not using those on this new setup. Now what I've gone to with these Pro Rack mounts, what drew me to them was that they've just got a simple strap arrangement, and what's more is that once you undo it, the strap actually stays in its fitting. So hopefully you won't lose it. You could put a cable tie around it or something to make sure it doesn't come out. But I think it's quite a simple, elegant solution. Easy to undo, easy to do up. You won't lose the strap, and it's got a little bit of Velcro on the strap, so when they are done up, it doesn't flap around. So we'll see how they go. At the moment, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Another thing is, I'm not sure if this is going to stay here. At the moment, it actually gets it off the rack and sits it forward, so I'm not using any of this real estate. When I tried, I originally thought I could lay these down next to the bag, but then I didn't have any room for the gas bottle. So mounting them here gives me that room, and they're very solid. I don't think they're going to move. This stuff here is exceptionally light, but it's just bulky, like all of this stuff. The other reason I've got them here is that it gives me a little bit of protection for the gas bottle. And I don't think that's a bad thing if we get onto outback roads or like, which in the end this will be going there. So that's about it for today, guys. I'm really chuffed with this. This is, in my mind, it's a really good way of getting storage for bulky but lightweight goods. And we're not taking up room anywhere else. This is dead space that we would never use. So hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.